Hello everyone, welcome to the session of polynomials. Now I am going to explain polynomials and types of polynomials. Polynomials is an expression of more than two algebraic terms, especially the sum of several terms that contain different powers of the same variable. For example, x cube minus 5x square plus 2x minus 6. This is one polynomial equation. Types of polynomials. First one is constant, linear, quadratic, cubic. What is constant polynomial? A polynomial of degree 0 is called constant. For example, numbers only. That is 5, 7 by 4, etc. The next one is linear polynomial. A polynomial of degree 1 is called linear polynomial. For example, x plus 5 is equal to 7 and 2x plus 3y is equal to 5. The next one, quadratic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 2 is called a quadratic polynomial. A quadratic equation example is x square minus 7x plus 9. The next one is cubic polynomial. A polynomial of degree 3 is called a cubic polynomial. For example, 7x cube minus x square plus 2x plus 1. Actually, constant polynomial means we use just numbers only. Linear polynomial of degree 1 is called a linear. Degree value 2 is called a quadratic. Next, degree value 3 is called a cubic. The next one is zeros of a polynomial. This is very important concept in polynomial. Actually, p of x is a polynomial equation and k be any real number. Suppose we have to apply the k value in the polynomial equation, that is replacing the x value by k. The time p of k equal to 0 means k is actually a zeros of a polynomial. For example, polynomial equation is 2x plus 3. You have to take the value 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now we have to transpose the plus 3 value to RHS. 2x equal to minus 3. Now we need a x value only, so interchange the constant value to RHS. So x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Suppose we have to apply the x value in this polynomial equation p of x, automatically the polynomial equation is 0. So that is actually a zeros of a polynomial. For the brief explanation of a zeros of a polynomial, p of x is a polynomial in x, k is any real number. Then the value obtained by replacing x by k in p of x is called the value of p of x. K is said to be a zero of a polynomial p of x if p of k equal to 0. Actually, p of x is a polynomial equation in x. K is any one real number. We have to apply the k value in p of x. Suppose the p of x value is 0, that time k is actually a zeros of a polynomial. For example, p of x is equal to x square minus 3x minus 4. This is one quadratic equation. We just factorize the equation. Product of the factor is minus 4. Sum of the factor is minus 3. What are the factors? X minus 4 and x plus 1. You just equate the value to 0. So x minus 4 is equal to 0. X is equal to actually plus 4. The next value is x plus 1. So x plus 1 equal to 0. Automatically x value minus 1. So plus 4 and minus 1 are the zeros of p of x. The next very important one, relationship between zeros and coefficients. Actually, zeros means you have to imagine alpha and beta are the roots or zeros of p of x. Alpha and beta are the roots. X minus alpha and x minus beta are the factors of p of x. This is actually direct format. Suppose we have to write in the form of x minus means that is factor. P of x is equal to general format of a quadratic equation is ax square plus bx plus c. You just equate the value. Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to k of, what are the two factors? X minus alpha and x minus beta. Multiply the value. This is look like one algebraic identity, that is third identity. So x minus alpha into x minus beta is equal to x square minus alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. Now we have to comparing the coefficients of x square, x and constant. X square LHS value is a only. X square RHS value is k. So a is equal to k. Next, equate the x value in LHS and RHS. What is the coefficient of x value? That is b only. Here coefficient of x value is minus k of alpha plus beta. And the constant value directly we have to write constant is equal to k alpha beta. Now we just apply the k value in this place. So b is equal to minus a into alpha plus beta. We need alpha plus beta. Now we interchange the a value to LHS. So alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a, alpha beta equal to c by a. This is actually a formula. Sum of the zeros alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. B is actually coefficient of x. A is actually coefficient of x square. That is the formula alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. Product of zeros, that is alpha into beta. The formula is actually c by a. This is a short form only. What is c actually? Constant term. A means coefficient of x square. These are the two important formulas in polynomials. Now we are going to discuss the problems. Find a quadratic polynomial. The sum and product of whose zeros are minus 3 and plus 2. We have to make a quadratic polynomial equation. That is our question. What is given in the question? Sum and product is given. Sum means alpha plus beta value is given, and product means we have to take directly alpha beta. So alpha plus beta equal to minus 3, alpha beta equal to 2. Next we have to form a quadratic polynomial. That is the formula is x square minus alpha plus beta of x plus alpha beta. So x square minus of what is our alpha plus beta? Minus 3. Next alpha beta value plus 2. What is the minus into minus value? Plus only. So x square plus 3x plus 2 is the required quadratic polynomial. When we have alpha and beta value, we have to make a quadratic equation. When we have a quadratic equation, we have to calculate the zeros. Next, find the zeros and verify the basic relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. One quadratic polynomial equation is given, that is x square minus 2x minus 8. Now I am going to factorize the equation. The final term is actually product of the factor. The middle term is actually sum of the factor. We have to choose any two values. Suppose we have to multiply the value, we need a minus 8. Add or subtract the value, we need a minus 2 value. What are the values actually? Minus 4 and plus 2. Because minus into plus minus. 4 2s are 8. Minus 4 plus 2, what is the answer? We have to add the value. Different symbol means subtract the value and put a greater number symbol. So the minus 2 is actually a sum of the factor. So we have to write x minus 4 into x plus 2 is equal to 0. Now we need a zeros now. So we have to interchange the minus 4 value to RHS. So that is plus 4. Now plus 2 value to RHS. That is minus 2. Given quadratic equation is in the form actually ax square plus bx plus c. Now comparing the coefficient of x square, coefficient of x and constant value. What is our coefficient of x square here? A value. Here 1. You have to imagine here 1 is given. The next coefficient of x value in second equation b. First equation minus 2. We have to take a symbol also. Finally the constant values c equal to minus 8. What is the formula? Sum of the zeros formula alpha plus beta equal to minus b by a. So minus of our b value also in minus. So minus 2 by a value is 1. Minus into minus plus 2. 2 by 1 also 2 only. Next alpha into beta equal to c by a. Our c value is minus 8, a value is 1. So minus 8 by 1 equal to minus 8. Actually this is sum of the 0 and product of the 0 value. Now we are going to verify the relationship. Okay. First we calculate the value, zeros value, that is 4 and minus 2. You just use the value. Sum of the zeros means you just add the value. What is the 4 plus of minus 2 value? Plus 2. And product of the 0. You just multiply the value. What is the 4 into minus 2 value? Minus 8. So our sum of the value plus 2 and product of the value minus 8 minus 8. Therefore the basic relationship verified.